Hey everybody, and welcome back to Christopher Garza Real Estate News. We're going to get nothing but good information, no selling involved, great information, if you're in the Seattle area, that is. If you're not, still good information, but might not be as useful to you as it would other people that you might want to share it with. So, without getting too deep into that, July home sales are down. So this is from last month and the previous month. They don't quite have the numbers for August yet, which is why we're not reporting on August numbers yet, because you can't report on something that's not out there. But it says home sales in July were down 14.7% from June, which, if you watch my videos prior, you'll know in June and the months prior to that, super low inventory. Even going back the past 3 years, we've had super low inventory. So even lower inventory right now. And with these high interest rates, I wouldn't see a lot of sellers wanting to get out of their 3%, 2% interest rate to get into this 7.5% interest rate that you're going to see later on. It just doesn't make that too much sense. So it makes sense why the numbers are so far down at the moment. And we'll talk about that later on, what might help out with that. So compared to 1 year earlier, it was down 16.1%. So year over year, down 16.1%. And Nick Bailey here, this is the CEO and president of Remax, says the inventory situation is unique. We are, and unique is definitely a good descriptive word for that. We are seeing it differ across the country depending on what area, but demand for housing is still super strong. Seattle, super strong in Seattle as well. But before we get too deep into that, if you wouldn't mind, like, share, and subscribe. It really does help the algorithm, and it does get just a bunch of good information out to people that might be actually in this area and that could use this. And the areas that I am talking about are going to be strictly residential. No condominiums are going to be in the statistics that I'm speaking about. And the areas are West Seattle, South Seattle, the SeaTac area right around there. And then we got Des Moines and Tukwila in there too. So the 7-day running numbers. This is pretty much what's happened in the past week. If you haven't watched any of the shows prior to this, these are going to be the numbers that you'll see just from the past 7 days. So new listings at 51 and pending at 115, which is over twice as many homes coming off the market than going on the market. And the last 3 or most likely a month, yeah, I'd say about a month, there have been almost a home and a half coming off for every home that's gone on the market. So we are seeing a lot more homes coming off the market this week. And actually, a lot of them are being reduced as well. So well-priced homes are most likely the ones that are going to be coming off the market at the moment. And you can see there 38 homes reduced on the listing price out of 51 new listings. That's a big number. Even if a couple of those are doubles, that is a really big number. This is the interest rate for the 30-year fixed here, which Mortgage News Daily's rates are going to be different than your standard rates that you might see on Freddie Mae or the Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac's website. These are statistics that they're going to be constant in this. So the statistics that they're using are from certain 75% loan to value. Also, they're going to be using a certain credit score, which I believe is at 615 or 645, somewhere around there. So they are going to be posting different numbers than what you would see on those other websites. Now, that is a super high number. And with sellers not wanting to place their homes on the market, you are seeing the average days on market here, which I say you are seeing. It's kind of hard to see with this purple. Should have picked a different color or a brighter color. But average days on market for well-priced homes and for all homes residential is 19 days on market. So new construction is double that at the moment. And you'll see it's been going way up, and that's a really big hike right here from just a 1 month hike here. That is super big. And I mean, the month prior to that, it was probably around 20, I want to say 22 from what I was seeing, 22, 23, somewhere around there. Now, it's shooting up to 43. There are a couple reasons for that. In this area that the statistics comes from, there's not a lot of large communities that are new construction, if any. I went through and saw a lot of these new construction were with lot size about average of 3 to maybe 3,500 lot size square feet. You're not seeing a lot of new construction communities, and the ones that are being built that are new construction are going to be in older communities. So a lot of these are going to stay on the market for longer for that reason. The previously owned homes might be on larger lots and not as condensed with what is being built in there. So that might be one reason why they're sitting on market for so long. Another is definitely interest rates. Interest rates are super high right now. So getting into, even with builders offering certain incentives, getting into a home new construction at a higher price might not be ideal for a lot of people. So that is one interesting fact about the days on market, new construction, and also why people aren't really wanting to put their homes on the market, which is the super high interest rates. Having such a low interest rate locked in, it doesn't make sense to actually want to, unless you have to, try and sell your home at this time. So, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and smash that subscribe button for me, and I will see you on next week's market update. Have a good one.